Just on why we're here, Devolution. The signing today was a major step, and we have so much gratitude and thankfulness that we need to say to our past leaders who have done an amazing job. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here, just like we wouldn't be here if our grandparents, great-grandparents didn't survive in these harsh conditions. So we want to say a huge thank you, and when you get a chance, you see a past leader who has worked towards Nunavut and why we're here today, please give time to thank them and give your appreciation for all the work that they've done for us in the past.
Lapat ito kay na makikuta. Kamalang.
Itagbay la ukanlak tukang nakmat tan kay konekta ka Canada mi angayok karyawut. It is my absolute honor to be able to welcome the Right Honorable Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, but I wouldn't feel right coming up here alone. I want to make sure that Aluki and P.J. come with me, because today was a day for celebration for all three of us and for everyone. First of all, thank you. Thank you for being here tonight for this celebration. It is a really important moment. And to pick up on what was just said, there are so many people who did so much for us to get to this place of celebration today. Generations of past leaders, of people who believed in the future of Nunavut, of the Inuit, of making sure that you had control over your present and your future. And that was a long-term vision. But as we reflect on leaders past, I can't help but do something I don't do too often, and reflect on my own father. Who shared with me from my earliest ages a love and a respect for this place, for Iqaluit, and for the high Arctic, that has helped shape my love for Canada every step of the way. So to be able to be here today and to make sure, as so many of you have, that I included at least one of my kids, brought my son Hadrian with me, so he could see the joy, see the celebration, meet people, and understand a bit more about this extraordinary country we all share. That I want to say thank you, because reflection on leaders past who believed in this future we're building today includes thinking about my dad, and that's always a wonderful thing for me. But as I think about it, what we're celebrating today is, as evidenced by the amount of paperwork we had to do in front of everyone this afternoon, is a very bureaucratic thing, very much a procedural transfer of power from authorities that the federal government has, that they are transferring to the government of Nunavut in partnership with Indigenous leadership, Inuit leadership, to make sure that the exercise of power is done in a way that is grounded in local beings and local customs and local preferences and local choices and local ability to choose your future. But governmental transfers of power isn't what we're actually celebrating here today. What we're celebrating is the ability of the Inuit, of people who live in the north and descended from people who've lived in this beautiful land for generations, for centuries, for millennia, to decide the present and the future of this land. You get to choose what happens with your resources. You get to choose what happens on the land. You get to choose what happens with your language, your culture, your future, as a part of Canada, but as a place where you get to decide. That's what we are celebrating, and that is worth celebrating. And let's make no mistake, this is a really important moment for Nunavut. But it's also a really important moment for Canada as a country, for all Canadians. Because this is about showing who we are. That we are a country of extraordinary differences, of stories, of backgrounds, of origins, of perspectives, of languages, of religions, of opinions, who come together to design our future ourselves, to make choices about the kind of communities, the kind of region, the kind of country we want our kids to grow up in. And for too long, big decisions about what would happen to you and to your communities were made by people in Ottawa. And listen, they were made sometimes in all the wrong ways, but a lot of times, particularly in recent years, by people who had the very best of intentions, who wanted the best for the area. But they weren't being made by you. Not enough. And that's what this day is all about. It's about taking another big step forward. If we think back a few decades to the creation of Nunavut, this is the next big step, and there's going to be more big steps to come. But this moment is one that we will look back on in the history books as one of those key moments where people in Nunavut got to choose how to build their own future. And I look forward to doing it in partnership with Canada, but you get to do the work. You get to choose your path, and we can't wait to be there to support you and help you and watch you create this extraordinary community and society here in the North where things need to be so good for the future. So I am very, very touched to be able to be here today, but this is not a night for political speeches. This is a night for songs, for dancing. I was promised dancing because we had dancing earlier. We're going to have dancing again tonight. And with that, I just, on top of all the thanks we've given, really want to thank P.J. and all the premiers who came before him who are working on this. But P.J., your work over the past couple of years in getting this over the line has been incredible. And Aluki, your friendship, your strength, and your passion and commitment for this community, this language, this culture, this identity, which shines through everything you do, is adding so much to Canada, not just to Nunavut. So thank you very much. Kuyanamik, nakumik. Thank you, everyone. Oh, yeah. And I was supposed to start with it. Oh, no. Now I forgot it. Uluk Sakut. There we go. Good evening. I was supposed to start with that. But I forgot. Thanks.
Wakadalo. Tana pulativo tungasutikan ni kay naglevo patatu kay namlevo. Asualo tavani tulimatau tutluwet upigusun namo tikitau nakpo innakpon tavani tun khitongain tava sivunisavon tavanipun tavani kutikivavu manna wakadlanga ayungitlaqpuin inuin sivumon tautuwaqattaksimatlaqpon taakua namminersuqunnarpalliarniarnerpon isumalortaugunningaarluta silatittinnun wakadla Kuyalertuaqama amisuin innain piluanguartume tavanigunnермиммата tekkua isumanallarpu ullume ullo angiyo atorlutigu tautuqaqaqatauqattalorsimammata qannung Nunavut sivuninga piuyumut tuqaarumatlute unna ullume atortavu pimmaqertuaqaalu pimmaqigutegiluartanga katutiqatigiinnikkun taakkua Nunavut Tunngavik Gavamatukakko katutjaqatigidlutigo pingngorpu taana upinnallattaartung innuin ileqqusingi innui peqqusinginni tungaviqarlune taana namminersuqunnarpallianerpun sivunittinnuun atuuteqartuarnaamman peqursaasimammigama auswittormen nunaleralangugaluarlune ungasittualuqquuyaqattalorsimayugalua sunauva pimmariuqasiutisinnaartu kinatuinnatia kanatamittumin. Pinnersaugasukikatammaqittavun. Teima pileriqattarsimanningen. Tavaniku tikikattiku taakkua qujallinermu tikitaunatlattaarmaila ilakuluvun quviasutlattaaqamattau taana ilakka nuliaqa tavanittuna ammaqitungakka tavaniqatikikunnaqakkin assualu angiyumin sivunissaqattiaqutlugi taakkua qitungavun pileriqattaqatta saudlume taana atuqattikum. I am so honored to be here, and I'd just like to give an incredible round of applause for our good friend Justin for coming back up here. Iqalunnu pattattukai namilavum. What a historic moment we just witnessed here today, where decision making will now happen right here with the people we see right in this room. Wakadlanga. What a historic moment. And just looking around the room, it truly inspires me to see elders surrounding us, to see children who we're working so hard for playing around here, and just to see the strength of our culture, of our language being displayed today by the incredible artists we've seen earlier today and then tonight as well. So with that, taana udlo atoktavu inuin nunavu miutain namminersokpatliagum narnialumata maannaujum quviana upinna quyannamin
Quyannami kanataw ang ayokadjanga quyannami siburiqti nunavummi quyannami rumayunga unnung quviaso qatigigiartorsimagatta ullumi atiliuqqaugatta angirutimin taannaru atuutiqallarinnaarluni inungno makigiakkannequyinermut atuutiqarniartor ilinniarne ilagiyaungman iqqanayaartaarunnarnermullu atuutiniarluni teimimman inuuqatikka kayungersarpassi uvangaru inuulluta ilauqatauttiarasuqattarta makigiakkannarasuqattarta nilliaqattarta aaqigiaqartuni qawima tusaumatitteqattarta teemailluta kisiani pivaallerunnarniartugun innui sivulirilaurtavun ilangitavvaujunniirtuit ilangisulitavvaniittuugaruat isumagiyamini tautugariamini piliriaqarlutit ullumimutikittugun uvaguttavva uqumaittumittau tigumialermiyugun sivuniksarilaartavut kinguvaarilaartavut isumagillutigun aaqiqsuiyariaqartugun makittariaqartugun inuulluta ayungittugun teemanna taanna iqqaikkannerutaujoq ullumi taanna uqarumatuinnartara ammaru ilisariyummallugi uqauseqaunginnakki unnuksa inuitimiqutinginni katimayuuyut maanna ilisariyummayakka ilangitavvanimmata ammaru katimayuuqattarsimayun ilisariyummallugin aksuruqluti piliriaqaqattarmata teemeimmat pivaallerpallianginnartugun unnuuyu naittumi nillianaaqaugama qungiakatakkata ajjigiingeruuyartuni quviaanartuni nunavummingaarsimayuinnaaruugaruarluti ajjigiingittuni qungiartittigmata quviaanartuni qungianginnarumagatta teemeimma naittumi nillerniaqqaugama quviasoqatigillarikpassi upigussuinnaqattarniarpugu inuunittinni qanorlu piuseqarmangaata saqqiyaartittivagluta ati qungiaraumita quviana